Well, it is day 29, and it's a short one. We stayed at the Maine Roadhouse last night. Woke up this morning, decided we just needed to catch up on all these videos and just get a lot of little tasks done, resupply and everything. So we stayed till about 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. And it is such a nice place. It was so relaxing. But it is a rainy day. It has just started coming down, moderate. Tomorrow's looking real heavy. I heard somebody saying 2 inches of rain, which is a lot. We just got dropped off our first hitch.
First one by Mimosin.
Mimosin, thank you.
Coolest dude with the coolest car. And he's also a trail worker, so he's the one that helps put the stones on the trail, him and his group, and it's incredible the job that they do. So we're really thankful for sponsors like him, workers like him.
Yeah, we were walking down the street from a little grocery store where we just got some of our last minute resupply stuff. We only walked maybe, 100, 200 feet, and then he stopped by and said, hop on in. So pretty cool. Everyone hitches out here, and that was our first experience with it. But we just got right here to the trailhead. We're under this little thing because it's raining, and we were like, should we hike in a little bit and just try to find a spot? Well, guess what? We just found this little thing over here. And I'm going to show it to you in a second. So yeah, here we are, and here is our dinner for tonight, so we don't go into our reserves. And then let's just take this little trail right on. Oh gosh, it's muddy. Right on over here. Perfect spot for us to stealth camp. Right next to the parking lot. Really soft, barely anything. Definitely people have camped here. I can see some campfires here. Perfect. We're gonna set up really quickly here because the rain is coming. It's actually getting heavy right now. And made it into the tent just in time. It was just kind of trickling a little bit when we were setting it up. Wasn't enough to get into the tent and make it wet, but we're happy. Got in here. We're nice and dry. Hopefully in the morning it's not too bad. It's gonna rain overnight.
Yeah, we also made a schedule for the following mountains, and we made a pretty doable one, so we think we're going to be successful with it. We have enough food, and we talked to a lot of new people about how much protein and food we should have, so we're really excited to see how the food helps us stay energized in this stretch.
Yeah, we're going to work on the protein, definitely. We haven't been getting enough protein. We have some big mountains in this stretch. What's it called? What's the first one? Crocker, yeah. We were saying crackers, now Crockers.
North
then
and
the
Sugarloaf?
Sugarloaf, yeah. The ski resort that we saw in the other videos. We're going to be going up and over that thing. A couple other mountains after that, but they're pretty hard ones. We heard some steep ascents, steep descents. So we're feeling good, bodies. We just got some rest, and we're getting used to these pack weights. We did just add a lot with the food. Speaking of food,
ham. This is what I'm going to eat tonight for dinner. A sandwich that I packed out from their local market.
Where's mine at? Give me that thing. And bam! I don't even know what this is. Pizza casserole. We have not done this before. Brought this with us onto the trek. We're out on the trail and just eating some food from the deli. It's cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys in the morning. We got to set up in here. We're not even set.
Yeah, we're using a headlamp to shine our faces.
Pretty dark out.
Yep.
All right. Good night. Day 30. It has been a month out here in this crazy wilderness. What? It is raining. You can probably hear it in the background. We knew it was coming. It rained last night. Things are a little wet, dripping, but it's going to rain all day today. It's a big system. It's across the whole East Coast. My parents just said they have tornado warnings where they are in New Jersey, but we're gonna hike. We can't just take zeros, every time it's raining. We're gonna get up this huge mountain in the rain. We're gonna get soaked. It's all right. We planned it better. We've got good things for food. Anna's gonna talk about that right now.
Yep, so I want to talk to you guys about a few things that happened in town. One of them being I got my first care package from my parents. I received this alpaca wool sweater, and I'm in love with it. I love the color, and I love the fit, and it's keeping me really, really warm. I also received my puffy jacket back that I set back in Shaw's because it did get cold really fast. So I wanted to stay warm, so I had the jacket again. I also received a black shirt, sleeveless shirt, so that way I could stay nice and cool while I'm hiking, because during the actual day I do get hot, but at night I get cold. And I also want to talk about the changes of food that we have after talking to a few Novos. So for breakfast, instead of just having oatmeal and breakfast essentials, we also have another oatmeal packet and a protein bar. One of the main things that we learned is that it's not only important to have a lot of calories, but also protein. So we're taking into account our protein content now as well. So we were only eating 2,000 calories a day, but they said we should at least be eating 3,500 to 3,600 calories. So now we're kind of have that in mind as we eat. Another change is we're no longer eating tuna and mashed potatoes for lunch. We're going to now be eating peanut butter and jelly wraps. It has more protein, and this is what they eat, and they've been extremely successful, so I'm gonna try what they're doing. And for snacks, we have peanuts and Pop-Tarts. They have 4 snacks a day. I only have 2 because I really don't get that hungry throughout the day, although I know I should be eating, so I'm going to level up to 4 snacks eventually. And for dinner, we're still going to have the tuna, but this time for dinner instead of lunch. So we're gonna have rice, tuna, and mashed potatoes for dinner.
So hopefully that's gonna get us through this nice next stretch, and looking forward to it. And it's pouring, but we're here and we're not snoring. We are up. We got our tent packed.
Yep.
The bags are prepped. Rain covers on. We're pretty wet right now, and we're just gonna get wetter as we go.
Yeah, I feel it in my arms and my legs already, so we're wet.
Yep, I mean, can't get too much worse from here, although we were just walking that little path from our tent site to here, and we were slipping left and right. I think I slipped like 3 times pretty bad and had to catch myself, and that was just on pretty level ground, just on the mud. We have a mountain ahead with some pretty steep climbs and some treacherous stuff, so we're going to take it slow. I don't know if we'll getting the 7.5 we had planned.
And that group of boys ahead of us going to same tent site that we want to go to. So we might not have a spot tonight, we're not sure.
Yeah, we're going to look before we get there. We're just going to look for some stealth spots, even if we get 6 miles in or something today. You know, it is what it is on a day like this. And then we'll just have to put more in tomorrow because it should be nice. See you on the trail. I don't know how much footage I'm getting today. So, I know it's pouring rain today, but this was on my mind because we found this out about 2 days ago, and I just want to show you guys something cool that we learned. But say you got this nice little trickle coming down here, and you're few and far between water sources like we were one day, and you can't really get your bottle or your water bladder under there. You just take a nice leaf like this. Check this out. I'm gonna stick it just right in here. And simple as that. Look at that. Got a nice little faucet now. It works really good. You can stick your bottle under there, fill it up. Nice crystal clean water. But yeah, I mean, tips to know. We didn't find that out till 200 miles in. Hopefully it'll help you out right when you start your journey. And this is what life has come to. PB&Js in the rain. We are soaked through. It's been coming down really hard at times. Definitely drenched. Shoes are sopping wet. Ooh, hard to speak with the peanut butter. A lot of peanut butter here. But almost up to the summit of this first mountain. I think we'd have another 1 mile to go. Hopefully the rain lets up just enough at the summit for us to see something. If not, we have some great views through the Bigelows. We're okay with it, just getting some miles in through the day in the rain. Cheers! The rains are still coming down. We just made it over to, I believe, North Crocker Mountain. There was no view, but check this out. The path is just absolutely glorious here.
The technique is to use your pole to find a rock, and once you find a rock, then that's where you step.
Nice.
If you don't hit the rock, you go into mud all the way down.
Yeah, it's probably like 8 inches down, and then you hit the mud and your foot sinks another foot into the mud. So we're trying to find little rocks underneath. This is pretty much what we've been dealing with most of the day. This one's probably the worst so far.
And it's cold!
And it's cold. I'm actually...
We're in between mountains right now.
I'm actually pretty miserable right now. I've been shivering. I just had to take some ibuprofen because the shivering has made all my muscles start getting sore, all my leg muscles. And we got a big descent coming up. So close. Just use the side at this point. Look at this path. Oh my gosh. And we've made it to the Appalachian Trail, South Crocker Mountain. Elevation 4,010 feet. There's actually a viewpoint right out that way, but we know there's gonna be no view. It is just complete fog and rain right now. So we're gonna keep going because we gotta get down pretty quick to try to make it to a tent site if we can. Not much video today, just really rainy. Trying to keep this thing in this plastic bag, but it's really getting sopping wet in here and everything. Hoping my phone holds up. We'll see you down at the tent site. And just another point on this trek. We just passed the view with no view. But right past it, this big old rock slide here. We've seen a few of these rock slides on our trek so far. You can see all these big old boulders behind us. One big one back there sticking up. Looks like a big arrowhead. That's cool. But definitely a little tricky. You can see the one I'm on here. Whoop! Whoa! These things are very loose, so you gotta take your time on them. And there's the white blaze right there, heading in right over there. We're only a little bit away from the tent site, so it looks like we're going to make our distance for the day. But we had about 10 people back where we started the day that said they were going to make it to this tent site also. So we don't know if it's going to be full when we get there. I didn't think we'd get a view today, but it's just clearing barely enough at this spot to see this awesome mountain ridge in front of us. If I zoom in down here, you can kind of get a view down. Looks like a little lake or a river. Little meadow down there. Pretty cool. We're just about to our tent site and it just cleared up just enough to say hello. And we've made it to our tent for the night. It is pouring out as it has been all day. Luckily, we did get to find a tent spot at the tent site that we were shooting for. We got 7.5 miles in. Woo! If you saw that, it is lightning out right now. Probably going to hear it in a second. But yeah, there were a ton of campers already pitched here. There were 3 tent platforms that would have been nice to get on so we're not on the muddy ground, which we are. There's that thunder. The tent's a little wet. The base is wet. We got our sleeping pads on here and we got our dry clothes on. We were freezing. But yeah, our way down. What happened on that?
Yeah, so we showed you guys what the rock scramble was, but it actually wasn't the rock scramble. We hit it later on, about 0.2 miles afterwards. There was this huge section of like rocks shaped in different ways and facing different ways. It was really steep, and just then the rain started to pour as well, and it hasn't stopped since.
Yeah, it was pouring on our way down that. We were coming down, it was like waterfalls almost down the rock scrambles, which isn't normal, I'm pretty sure. It's just supposed to be some nice climbs down. But yeah, I was not feeling good today. This was one of my down days. I was shivering. Once that rain soaked through, I was shivering, and that made me lock up a little bit, and so my muscles got really sore, my Achilles, my knees started hurting. I didn't think I'd get up and over the peaks today to get to this tent site. I was really looking for some stealth spots along the way, but yeah, we just couldn't make any of them work.
Yeah, I was also very shivering too, so it was just a hard day overall today.
Yeah. But we're gonna have rainy days, and you know what? Now that we're in here and we're through the day, you know, bring it rain. We can deal with it. Actually, no. Let's have a nice sunny day tomorrow, please.
Yeah. So right now we're just enjoying some food. We're going to sleep really early.
Yeah, it should be nice tomorrow. So we'll see you guys then.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to day 31. I'm freezing. I just put on all my wet clothes from yesterday. I am pretty soaked right now.
I haven't, but I am not looking forward to it.
You can see what this tent looks like right now. I mean, you can see the water. It's all puddled up in here. There is mud all over the outside of the tent, so it's going to be hard to pack it all up into the bags and everything. But what do we have coming up?
We have a river crossing, so hopefully we're able to do it. There are some comments that say with heavy rain it is impassable, so we hope we could do it. Otherwise it's going to be an 8-mile detour through a road, so that'll be 8 extra miles. And that would really put a damper on our plans for this section. Yeah, this section we're supposed to be going up and over another mountain. It's Sugarloaf Mountain. We're going up the backside of it. There is like a little veer off that you can get to the top of the mountain. That's like an extra 750 feet up and down. I don't know if we're going to do that. We want to put in the miles to get our stretches in through this. But there are some good views on the way up, so we'll show you guys that. Hopefully we don't have to do the detour today. We'll dry off somewhere too. I saw a road. We'll probably get some sunny spots and dry everything off and then have a nice dry rest of the day. That'd be nice. So, see you guys out there. We're finally all packed up from our crazy wet morning. I actually took off some of my wet clothes and put my dry puffy jacket on. Way too cold out here. It's just too windy. All my wet gear on my bag, hanging out. All hers are on her bag. So we're gonna get started. It's like 10:45 right now. Pretty late start to get a 9-miler in. We'll try our best.
Yeah. And I believe we have found the real 2000 marker for the Nobos. The one back there was an old sign. This is the current one. It changes every year for mileage. That's cool. We are officially under 2000 at this point once we walk right down that path. Let's do it. So we got to the river crossing, and I don't think we can get across this. There's actually a group of a lot of people waiting it out on this side. We heard there's a lot on the northbound side that are just waiting it out, maybe till later today or tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll walk the road, try to get across. We could also go down that way and go up and over Sugarloaf Mountain to get back to the trail, but either way it's going to take a huge detour to get around this. We're going to scheme, we'll see what we can do. And I think we've made our decision. We're going to wait it out. We could go later today, could wait it out till tomorrow. Not sure. It was a big system that went through up to the north. All that stuff's still coming down. Who knows how long. But there's other groups here and 2 other southbounders we just met that were really nice. Sounds like we all have the same game plan, so maybe we can help each other get across. Should be fun to just hang out and meet some people.
Yeah, we're gonna do that instead of doing the 8 miles to make friends. And if we were to do the 8 miles, it would just get us across the river in a different way, versus if it goes down, we'll be able to get across too without the 8 extra miles on our
about
legs.
the same time frame almost.
Yeah, so we'll just wait it out. It will probably be a 1 mile today, but it's just how it is sometimes. These rivers get really dangerous.
Yeah, I guess we'll just get our stuff out.
Dry it out.
Dry it all out. Hang it all up, because it's still soaked in my pack. Check out our fancy clothing line we've got here. Everything's strung up. Everything got wet last night. What you doing there?
Fixing the line, but don't mind the sleeping pads. They're a little dirty from the cave.
Yeah, we definitely had them laying on the dirt floor in the cave. Nice and clean on that side.
Yeah. Same here.
But yeah, we'll just have to find somewhere where we can really scrub them off. I tried in the shower, but was not coming off. So we'll get something to get it off with. All right, we got attempt number 3. They're gonna try to Oh my gosh. I don't know how sturdy that's gonna be. Oh no. Alright, so they did get the board across, but when they tried to walk across it, it sagged too much down and hit the water. Too dangerous, the current is too strong, and it could sweep the board away, especially with our heavier packs on, it'll go down even more. We're gonna wait it out till the morning, and then we're all gonna cross together. We're gonna get up 7 a.m., meet, and help each other out. So should be a fun time. Hopefully we can hike with them a bit, and just have a great day tomorrow. Alright, we are gonna close out this day nice and dry this time in here, because we put in a huge 1 mile day today.
Yeah, so we only have 4 days of food packed, so in order to not have to ration, we're going to just increase our miles. So from 7 to 9 miles, we're going to do 13 and 9 and add a morning 2-mile walk to town.
Yeah, so hopefully we can put all that in. Hopefully we can do this crossing at 7 a.m. tomorrow and it all goes well. We have to put that board back across the water because we took it away in case anybody showed up overnight, any northbounders or anything. We didn't want that to be dangerous for them to try to cross thinking it was good. So we took it away. We'll see if we can get it there again. And it'll be cool just to hike with the group tomorrow a little bit. I'm not sure what everybody's pace is going to be. I'm sure we'll, separate from them at some point. But we're going to push for our pace. And we're going to get through this stretch, get to the next town. Feeling good today.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Good night.